Can I not stream anymore? Genuinely. Oz, do you know how to fix this? I'm gonna guess you're one of the two people watching. Well, you were streaming the other day. Did you have this problem? Where you couldn't close? Bro, I just want to play the frickin' game. Can't do that, and if I click X, it's going to stop streaming. So what do I do? What the hell? Oh. God fucking damn it. Am I not even going to be able to fucking stream? God damn it. Why is this happening? Why? There should be no reason why this is happening. This new fucking UI is stupid. It's stupid and I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. The old one worked just fine. I don't need this to be fucking... well... Let me see if I can find a way to fix it, because I don't really got much else I can do. I don't think anybody's joining, so I'm kind of going to be here by myself. Display, dark display, night vision. Fucking... experimental? Maybe that's something. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm also going to check accessibility. Lovely. Now I'm alone. Great. Nobody wants to fucking hang. You know reason why I should be even fucking streaming in the first place then, right? This was a fucking terrible idea. I just wanted to fucking build with my pals. I couldn't even get that done. Now, even while I'm trying to stream, can't, Because fucking Meta is the worst app to have ever existed in the face of the universe. How does it even work? I can't fucking stream. This is so fucking stupid. I should be able to X out of this because it stays open in the background. But no? Why would it do that, right? The only reason why I'm staying here is because I said that, I would stay about an hour. I don't want to fucking be in limbo. I want to be able to play my oh. Oh, yay! Everything's working now. Lovely. Just as I was about to start crying, too. That's good. It means I can also have live chat open over in the side. Lovely. I can just look to the side and see live chat. Just a simple build stuff stream. Never really got to do this. It's not even gonna be fun. I keep to my word. Hold on, I'm getting something. Alright. I'm gonna sit in my cozy chair. Oh yeah. Forgot I could do that. Anyways. Pretty good blade. I always find that around 2 is good for blade height. Like for width. Not height, width. But 1 also. It's a lot thinner. I will say. Anyways. It's a small ritual that I do with most, tubes when I put them down is that I do them in each axis, in each axis? Basically up, down, fucking side to side. Whatever. Anyways, I usually do it like that, so that way they're all nice and aligned with my actual moving grid rather than my building grid, so that way when I need to, I can just move them around. It comes in a lot more handy. Now, going to take that, insert, move this. Oh, god fucking damn it. Of course. Of course this fucking happens. Well, start over. First you don't succeed, try again until you blow your fucking brains out, and then you can't try again. Alright. Options, insert point. Move it up. Alright, cool. Now that's normal. And dogs are barking, so now they're going to be loud enough for the mic to pick up. God fucking bless it. Can't have anything nice. select these two, and then you can... That is not what I fucking selected, you fuck-ass bitch. Oh my fucking god. Then... you can sort of... get a more rounder sword in with the right tolerances. Something more normal appears. No, I wouldn't call this the best, but it's better than nothing. Sorry. Got the hiccups. And a burp at the same time. It might have just been a burp, actually. Anyways. So, we're going to shrink this. That way it's the sort of this side that we want. Like, what is that? Width. It's the width that we want, right? Length is after. Length is what I'm about to go do. Anyways. So, about this that I want for it, that I was wanting to do for it. Bit thin of a blade, though. Do I really want to try over again? I mean, to be fair, I am trying to fill out an hour. Okay, yeah, I'll redo it with the other length. It's all about the finicky behavior of tubes. You kind of just pray that you get it right the first time, and if you don't, you cry in the corner because you're a failure. I do that a lot. It's like I'm trying to give a tutorial about my artistic process when, in the end, this really ain't gonna matter all too much. You know, I'll be damned if I don't pretend like I care at least. I don't know why I'm saying pretend. I do care. I do genuinely care about this. It means a lot to me. Rec Room was, let's see, I think the first game that I downloaded? Like, cause you already have the pre-downloaded games, right? Like the first encounter and shit. But the first game that I downloaded onto this headset was Rec Room. And I played a game called Big Bedroom PvP, I believe. What? Oz, are you still watching the stream? It says I got no live viewers. Well, I'll just leave that playing in the back. I completely forgot that I get to look at my live chat now, being as my workaround. But hey. Right. Insert point. Insert cash or select payment type. Then shrink this a shit ton. Move this down a little. Sort of right. Hold on, if I shrink this as far as it'll go, and move this downward a little. Yeah, okay. I like that. Okay, actually, I do think I can shrink these a little bit. Alright. Now, for a little bit of extra flair, what I want to do, right before we get to where the crossguard's supposed to be, I want to add a little sharp spot. So, we do that by, we take this, and then... Oh yeah, shit. It doesn't have scale in place for... Why is that turned off? I don't remember turning that off, but okay. Oh, wait, actually, yeah. I should probably shrink this bottom one a little bit. Move this down, then move this. And then, boom. Now, you're probably wondering, this looks fucking terrible and a little chunky. We're getting to that. Sorry, I keep looking over at that. Looks a little chunky, yeah. But, oh, sorry, I just looked a little bit off. How we fix our little chunky problem is, one, we shrink it. That way, it's the length that we want, but we still keep the relative shape. Now, I want it to be a little wider. Yeah, that's about good. Good as I'm willing to make it right now. Anyways, and then we can take this part and bring it down. And now we have this. Though, I think what I'm going to do with this instead of have it how you see it here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make take this, clone it, put it right up against it, right here, and then grow it. Okay. So, we're actually going to want to grow this quite a bit. Now, before you question, again, yeah, I know most of what I'm doing, at least. Though that's not saying much. Most of what I know is not what I would consider to be much, especially not in the fray of what some other more talented people on this game can do. It's incredible to see the fucking level of detail people can put into something, especially in 1.0. Basically forgotten by the developers. That's how it feels. We get nothing in the fucking form of updates, genuinely. Almost gets annoying. But, you know. You work with it. You deal with it. Because what you gonna do? Complain? They're shutting the fucker down. There ain't no change that can't happen, so you just don't bother trying to make change. No, it sounds a little sad, but... I'm talking to a non-existent audience. I don't know what was fucking expected of me. So, I am going to probably have to shrink this a little. Alright. Because, like, this is way too fucking large. So, what we do is, one, shrink it down, be a little more appropriate sword width. Kind of going for a like a normal, like, sword. So, I'm gonna go about that. Just about. Then, we are going to edit one of them. Or, well, actually, both of them technically, but you get the idea. Gonna edit. Now we shrink it down just a little bit. Wish there was more of a shit to give, honestly, about this game. But, you know, fucking. God damn it. Oh, okay, that fixed it. Oh, okay. You know what? Don't question if it works, honestly. Just leave it and don't touch it. Keep accidentally twisting a little. Anyways. Oh, yeah, no, I want to... clone this. I don't want to flip it yet. I do want to put the design on here, but I want to finish up with what here, because what I wanted to do was take this, delete the tip, right? Delete these two. Recolor the thing to, we'll choose mint. Oh, nope. Now, select it, put it there, and boom. Probably wonder what I did there. Well, what I'm doing is I'm adding a third little layer to the center bit for a bit more detail. Because there. Now we do red on the outside, black on this side, and a gold on the inside, and a gold trimming. Then of course that'll match into the actual handle, and then pommel and crossguard. Now something interesting with this is that the plan is similar to, well, actually quite a few weapons actually. I'm going to have it so you can hold it normally. There's also going to be an outward shot, which is a little shorter of a blade, which you can then pop off and dual wield them if you want to. Impractical, but fun. So, now we edit the whole unit, and we select the two parts we want to copy, and we clone them. Now, I don't know why this happens as well, but the grid also somewhat changes for some reason. It is not fucking relative. So, how we remedy that is we put them in about the approximate area that we want it to be, and we cry. Fuck. You know what? Doesn't gotta be perfect. It just got to look normal-ish. Nobody's gonna be too close to this, especially not after Rec Room shuts down. So, sorry. Really bad coughing. Anyways. So, we have the main blade itself. Sorry, my brain's blanking here. Now that we have that, I don't know why I keep drifting over to that. It's not this, I'm physically, like, having to move. Frickin' check out drift. That would be funny. Go to tube, go to change, we do tube bases to be that. Now, a good indicator for me is to try and find markers, so that way you can kind of replicate what you're doing. So, take it for instance, this. It perfectly lines up with the end of this, so you take that and you go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do 3. Then we can do the same on the other side. So 1, 2, 3. Then we don't want it to look like this. This is not how we wish to edit it. What we want to do is we want to turn it on its side. Now, we also want to move it downwards a little because I want that nice little section over here. Little bump. Yeah. So, I might also... Oh, hey, yo, dude, they all got another one, which is actually basically the same position. Yeah, it is. Okay, so 1, 2. 1, 2. There. Now, we have this. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to split it into sections. Fucking hell. move it into two sections, into little, not two sections, but little sections. Then we can work with this accordingly. So, we also want that center bit to be changed a little bit. Then what I also know that I want is insert point, insert point. Which then lets me change the size of this middle section without making large changes to the outer part. So now we have that. One, two. Take these, shrink them a little more. Then get points, put them here. Move these back. Just one beyond. Center with that. Thank you. All right. Anybody watching right now? No, okay. So, now we want to switch up what kind. We want to, yet again, switch up the kind of tube that we're using. Now, for handles, my favorite for what I do, tube height and scale, 0.75. This part doesn't matter for the radius, but then you change it over to 10. What we get is a nice, more rounded handle. Makes it a lot, it makes a lot more sense to wield or to hold. Oh shit, forgot to do ritual. Oh, okay. Well, I'm also doing it completely wrong. Damn. I feel like even if they did somehow magically fix the problem, I still wouldn't trust them. Like, trust that they did, because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm so used to this shit not working properly. Okay, yeah, that's about centered. Boom. Okay, it's good enough for centering. May not be exact, but it's good enough for me. So, this is definitely not a one-handed sword. That's more of a long sword, but we're going to ignore that. I'm going to design this specifically to more less have a one-handed hilt. Why? I fucking hate myself. That's why. Anyways. So, we're going to change the size down to be reasonable. And what I want to do is, if it would bring up the fucking menu, insert point, delete this, insert point. Now, bit thick of a handle. I already know that. Working on it. Anyways. Now, insert point. There's a lot of inserting of points. Now, we shrink them. We shrink this middle part. This comes in handy later. Trust me. Trust the process. I swear if you trust the process will probably bite you in the ass, but we don't talk about that part. Now, instead, then we move this here. Change that, edit. Then grow. Then not only do we get this nice bit, but look at that. That's a nice looking handle. Relatively speaking, at least. Now, we put that up into there. And now, to fix the part of it being fucking massive. Simple. We just shrink it. Now, boom. Now, one big thing of this is that it's going to be missing a pommel, so its counterweight's going to be its weight's not going to be properly weighted. It has no counterweight to the actual blade, so instead of having it close to around here, it's probably going to end up being like around here-ish, the center of mass. So, fucking sorry, Sellsword. Thankfully, this game is going to be closing, so won't have to deal with it for very long. Yeah. Anyways. But yeah. Relatively nice looking sword. I like it. So, now that we have this part done, actually, I'm gonna do one more thing. Copy that. Or, actually, wait, no. Wrong thing. Edit. Oop. Y'all saw me click at it. Y'all saw me click on it. Clone/flip. Clone that. Then Go into edit. Now I want to delete. I want to delete that and that. Then I want to move this towards the center area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to recolor it to be, I'm going to choose yellow. The colors don't actually matter because I will recolor it how I fucking see fit. Anyways, why is it doing that? Why? The fuck? Okay, you know what? Then take that. Shrink. Line that up with that. Do the same with that. Take both of these. Oh, I thought I selected, but okay. Take both of these. Shrink them down a bit. Then push them forward. Like that. Boom. Now that's a little closer to what I wanted. All I gotta do, take this. And flip it. And boom. A little extra detail. Lovely. Now, things we want to take from here down into there is we want to reuse the handle, essentially, and a good bit of the blade. Crossguard's going to look different because it's probably going to be a little, I don't know how to describe it, and also the blade is definitely going to be different. So, for starters, we're going to remove the center bit of design. Now, once we're done with that, we are then going to take this and shrink it quite a bit. Little more with the growth. Then well, this handle's a little bigger. What we want to do is take this handle and shrink this a little. Now, we take this, move this down, shrink, shrink, Now we have a little extra dagger along with the actual blade, which then will come together to create a two-handed weapon, a two-sided weapon. Creeping up on the 1 hour mark, lovely. Okay. Now, I don't exactly like this whole arrangement, so what I'm going to do is gonna just simply widen that, push that up, widen that, and then, yeah, I'm a little happy with that. Still looks hella ugly, but better than better than the other one. Oh, yeah, forgot to take off the front part on the other side. Okay. So, not entirely done yet. Keep me from having to do too much when it comes to putting these on clamps or whatever. We are going to merge the shapes that need to be merged. Now, because of the fact that we want this to come off this, we do not want to merge this with this, or else they are going to be permanently stuck like this. That's not what we want, so we leave it. So, for simplicity's sake, how we set up we grab an animation gizmo, configure it to be at signal length 1. Then go to circuits. We're going to grab the gun handle because we're going to need it. Not because we're making a gun, but because it has its dual action. Then what you do is that you rotate this into the direction that you want it to be. In this case, we want it to hold like that. Move it into position. And in this case, I also want it to be tilted backwards a little. Now, not always going to get your positioning that you want on the first time, on the first try. So, for starters, go into the config and make it so ammo is 0, which will just make it so that way whenever you shoot, it won't fucking it won't make your gun go, it won't make your item go, since it has built-in, it has built-in recoil stuff, which is a little annoying that you can't edit it without, so, okay, I think this is better explained if I have okay, hold on. I'm going to real quickly make it so that way. Visible only when components are visible. Anyways, if you go into edit for one of these, you have all of this. If you don't feel like going through this fucking technical mumbo jumbo, which most of the time when I'm building something, I don't. I have, but I usually won't. You can go in and physically change stuff. It's like a normal circuit board if you know how to go through that stuff. But I don't really like any of this. I don't give a shit, to be completely frank. Now, to test if we got the positioning right, we want to go to CV1. And this is important because of how we do stuff. So, we're not going to connect this one yet. We're going just to connect the main body to what we want to hold, and the actual object to the nipple. Yes, I call it a nipple. It is a nipple. Look at it. Very nipply. Anyways, we find out... it can be pushed forward a little. Or, not forward, but... Wait, hold on. Okay, so this itself can be pushed forward. Now, that brings on to how are you supposed to edit this? Well, go into the animation gizmo and go into tools. Oh, shit, hold up. Always make sure to disconnect this first. Anyways, animation gizmo, go into tools, and then you can click move, and then you can move it like that. The reason why you can't do it normally, if you would look, it tries going back to its position because of said animation gizmo. Can't move it. Anyway, reconnect that, and now, I mean, it's not perfect, but I like that a lot more. Alright, so, now, we want to make it so that way this will disconnect, or this will disconnect from this. What we want to do, we clone this, we say fuck you to the designers that decided to give it fucking physics for a tick. Never thought that was a good idea. Is honestly probably the reason. Oh shit, my phone fell. They're probably the reason why Rec Room failed. I mean, not actually, but I'm just salty. Now, that trigger right there is about where the finger will go. So you can get an idea of where it needs to be. Now we connect that up to that. Connect that to that, that to that. Then we can hold this. See how that holds. And in total, it should end up feeling like this. Feels nice. By the way, it does clip into the hand a little. Can't really put it left or right, or else it won't hold properly on the other hand, and that's what you want. You want to be able to hold it on the other hand. So, yeah. But now we have two blades, right? Got a small off-handed blade and a larger main hand blade. Because some crazy progress done in only 9 minutes. Anyways. So. We want this to disconnect. How do we do that? How do we do that? Well, we get a third clamp. And this clamp is going to move over to here and then to here. And then we take this we get this to connect up to this, and we get that to connect up to... Fuck, I forgot about that rule. Fear not. Fear not, there's an easy way around this. We can momentarily disable physics. Now, I will disconnect that from that. I don't like the fact that that moved slightly. Fuck. Anyways, now we can connect that up to the nipple. What that does is now we can pick up this. Oh, that's funny. Why the hell does that happen? What? Just this bottom one, but it lets me pick up the top one. That's funny. Anyways, not really much of an issue, because it doesn't matter too much. Oh, that's actually kind of neat. Anyways. Yeah, boy. Oh, wait. And we officially hit the hour point. Alright, well, unfortunately, we're probably only going to end up building one thing. Because there's not enough people currently here for me to really want to stay on. Unfortunately. Anyways, so let's get into the actual color phase momentarily, because we want to get this done before anything else, because once we start putting circuits in, it's really going to be a massive shit show. We don't want that. Anyways. Take a palette, we got a switches, and we want... What's this color looking like? See, this should be glossy plastic. Really? Shiny metal? Ugh. I mean, not exactly what I imagined, but better than nothing. Then I want a matte color. Now, the way that we do a matte color is that we take cardboard, and then we take whatever color we want, in this case black, and we raise it up as big as we can with the texture. Then, whatever we want to have that color, we color it. And this is as black as something can get in this game. Literally as black as something can get. The blackest. Because even if you make it the other, like if you go into color and you go to custom and you bring it all the way down here to the deepest depths, put it down to there. That is actually a gray for some reason. So, for this sake, we do le bloc. Then, finally, I should have a gold in here. That is a shit gold. That is really bad. Okay, yeah. Now we have that. Then put the gold to this little spot. And right here. Now, hold on. I need to copy this. Options, eyedropper, recolor. There. Now it's the color that it needs to be. Take that. Take red, go in. Now I want a cloth. And boom. Now we just copy that over. And we do that one little color at a time. Oh, actually, one thing. Edit. We're gonna do a quick cheeky little thing. Also, that is not centered. That's gonna fuck with me, ain't it? And delete, delete, delete. Done. Edit. Sorry if you guys can hear the dogs. Done. Alright. Done. That is so we can make those two parts separate colors. Because if we go here, I want to select this outer rim, eyedropper, oh, nope. Fucking clicked the wrong one. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it with that. Just looks weird with having that as gold. So what I did was kind of useless, but, you know. Gotta give it a chance. Alright, hold on. Because there's this motif of gold going down the entire thing, so I need to stick with that. This is why we design. This is why we go through this part first, because if you find this out halfway through finishing a design, you're going to want to rip your hair out. Trust me, I know from experience. Trust me, I've been around long enough. I feel like I can call myself at least somewhat of a professional. I would hope. Going to real quickly edit that so that way I can get its eyedropper color. That way I can get its color so I can. There. That is a really nice that accidentally makes that pattern. It looks really good. I love it a lot. Sanchez. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Anyways, okay, well, it's just gonna be fucked up on one side because I don't feel like putting any more effort into it. Oop. Hello, stream. Anyways. Yay! Oh, shit. Cool. That's not how that goes, but okay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting a little tired, so I might just leave this as an unfinished invention. It'd be very on brand for me. I rarely ever finish one. Well, they didn't go exactly how I planned, but it's better than nothing, so. This is day 1 of 4 of streams. I plan on doing one every Friday, so. Come back next Friday, and we should be doing Rec Room Originals, so. Yeah. Hope anybody who actually did watch enjoy it. And, see you then. Bye.